from last week's seminar, I was listening to Leanne talk about, how do we create success, and how do we create survival with our new people in Isagenix. And it got me thinking about one of the things that she talked about is she said that they have to believe. They have to believe in network marketing. They have to believe in themselves. And so I thought, gosh, what a great topic all on its own. How do you create belief in network marketing, especially if this is your first network marketing experience? And how do you create belief for yourself going, can I do this, if I've never done it before? And the answer is absolutely yes. And, I hope you guys can kind of see these pictures. I'm going to try to slide it down, try to even the slides out a little bit for you. But this picture down here, I just loved it. It says, believe in yourself. And it's so true. It's just a true statement that really nothing else matters. And, we're going to talk about belief in network marketing for just a moment here. But, it kind of dawned on me that, it doesn't matter how much success you create or don't create. What matters most is how much you believe in yourself, because you'll have success, whatever that looks like. You will have success if you believe in yourself. And, okay, I'm trying to switch to the next slide. No, it's not letting me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, let's see here. So I kind of was looking up the meaning, just thinking about belief and network marketing. So belief actually is as an acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists, something one accepts as true or real, a firmly held opinion or conviction. Now, this morning on the phone call, I gave some stories, about, did you believe, if you were there or not, did you still believe that John F. Kennedy was shot? If you're old enough to think, yeah, because it's a basic knowledge, right? But at the same time, you weren't there. So seeing isn't believing. So it's talking about somebody saying seeing is not believing. Direct selling method. Okay, so what is network marketing? It's a direct selling method in which independent agents serve as distributors of goods and services and are encouraged to build and manage their own sales force by recruiting and training other independent agents. In this method, commissions are earned, right, on the agent's own sales revenue, as well as on the sales revenue of the sales force recruited by the agent and his or her recruits, called downline. Okay, so, and it goes on and it talks about this. But I love this. It says it is a multi-billion-dollar worldwide industry that distributes practically any portable item. Okay, so we are just so not that different. We're unique in a couple other ways for us as distributors, but in traditional business, yes, we are a legit business. All of these things. And can you believe in that? Absolutely. Even if you're not, at the Isagenix office running Isagenix, can you believe that we're a legit business? Absolutely. So I don't know if you can see this or not, but I'm trying to set up. How do I get belief in network marketing? You guys, you get to read success stories. You get to read more about the network marketing industry. You get to share your network marketing opportunity, or in other words, go into action. That's how you create belief, is by going into action, right? That belief creates a feeling of conviction. Going in action creates a feeling of conviction because you're doing it, and that's something that's really important too. So I'm going to share some stories with you guys. So, now I'm actually making this easier for you. You don't have to go out and research a bunch of stuff. A lot of you guys know George Reese, right? He's earned $4 million in network marketing so far, and he says, this is his own quote, he said, it's a way to not only grow income, but to grow as a person. It is the simplest way to get into big business without having to have complicated knowledge or a large investment. And, yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's read another story. How about this one? This is probably one of my favorites because I just love Leanne. But, share this story with people, you guys. Leanne Jackson. She's earned more than $1 million in Isagenix so far, okay? And she says this. She says, get a job, go to school, get a job, right? Get a pension, get a 401k, and then she says this statement is garbage. And I love that. I love that she says this statement is garbage. Because that's what we do, right? We still think some of those old beliefs, but those are things we have to do. And she says, now I'm psychologically unemployed. Network marketing, if you're in it, you can win it. And I think that it's so key right there, that just that one little phrase right there. If you're in it, you can win it. And I love that one. Okay, so let's talk about some more. Jimmy Smith. Do I really need to say a lot? If you guys know him, it's an incredible story. But he says, Jimmy Smith has earned over $12 million in Isagenix. If you stop dreaming, then you might as well be buried. That's what he says. I saw a business that I could start for $500 bucks, commit to $150 per month, eat its overhead, become healthy, fail 90% of the time, right, you guys, and become wealthy. What do you think I said? I can do this. I can do this. $12 million later, between he and his two daughters, it's something like $24 million. It's insane. You know, so here's some more stuff. Let's talk about network marketing for a second, okay? If you're not familiar, the network marketing industry started in the late 1950s, okay, with companies like Amway, Shaklee, Newskin, Herbalife. And for the last 20 years, the industry has developed continuously. In the last decade, it has grown by 91%, okay? And network marketing industry today, what's the difference now, okay? It's practiced in over 100 countries and growing. Over 53 million people participate worldwide. Estimated revenues of $30 billion in the U.S. and $100 billion worldwide. Guys, we're part of this multi-billion-dollar industry. This is Isagenix. This is what you guys are a part of. This is a business. This is a real business. And to prove it even further, you know, here we go. We've got, who's it recommended by, right? Warren Buffett said, dollar for dollar, it's the best investment I've ever made. Fortune magazine called industry the best kept secret in the business world. Robert Kiyosaki, Donald Trump, Dave Fox, Paul Zane Piltzer, Stephen Covey, all right? They all wrote books about it. You know, can you guys see these pictures of, I hope you can see them because I know that the slides are not playing normally. So I just want you to see, if you don't know who they are, I think it's great to have a visual. You know, here's Paul Zane Piltzer, right? He talks about the wellness revolution, the $1 trillion industry. So not only are we in, you know, a $1 billion industry, but we're looking to go into a $1 trillion industry because not only are we network marketing, but we are obviously in the wellness revolution. What's important, you guys? You know, these are supposed to drop down, but clearly you can't see that. But is it success? No. Is it belief in network marketing or belief in yourself? Yes. Is it both? Yes, absolutely. In the end, it becomes both because your belief creates success. Your belief in the industry or your belief in yourself is what creates your success. So initially, to feel like, you know, if you've ever felt unsuccessful or you're feeling like, gosh, you know, woe is me, I've been doing this for a couple of years now and I still haven't seen my million, get over it. Go get to work. Success comes by doing things. Success comes from belief. Clearly, you don't believe in yourself. You need to actually believe enough to take the courage to go into action. And I know I'm being really strong, but I mean, it's just, there is no other thing but that. Here's Alex Koken, all right? You know, Alex, sorry, buddy, this is the only picture I could find of you. But I thought it was so cute because it just shows, you know, you living in Florida and living a life. But you know, Alex Koken, he's earned almost $1 million so far. He was an architect working 70 to 80 hours, and I think actually he told me it was more than that per week, okay? He was working really hard, you guys. You know, things were going on in his life where it was like, work, I'm either going to lose my family or I'm going to, you know, work and be successful. What should I do? Right? You guys, he works for 10 minutes at the top of every single hour doing Isagenix. He makes more now in network marketing than he did working at one of the most prestigious architect firms in New York City. Don't tell me that network marketing can't change your life. You need to get out of your own way and let it. Be a part of it. Just accept it. You guys, I woke up the other day and I realized I was a network marketer. I'm not kidding, and I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but I really did. I realized I was a network marketer. And I thought, gosh, you know, if you would ask me how I felt about that even a couple of years ago, I would have told you that was the last vocation that I would have picked on the world, because in my head, I had something that would tell me that network marketing was for people who didn't know how to work, or it's for people who didn't go to school, or it's for people who, whatever, you name it. That's how I felt. And now, you know, I'm just like Alex. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here going, gosh, you know, I'm so grateful for this industry and what it's done for me. I've been able to quit both of my jobs. Now I stay at home. How about Alicia Barwick? She did the same thing, only it was a little bit different. Here, share Alicia Barwick's story. Okay, she's a 5-star Golden Circle in Isagenix, all right? She lives in a small city in Utah with her 5 children. She retired her husband and maintains a 6-figure income, okay? She's so shy, you know, Alicia Barwick, she's so shy, but she's doing it. She's doing the business. What's your excuse? You know, I mean, she doesn't have any excuses. She's a brand new baby, you know, and she's just going for it. She's doing the business, and it's just amazing. You know, she talked about feeling a little bit. I remember one time she talked about feeling a little unworthy to be more successful than most people in her family were. And now she realizes what a great thing that is, not because she feels more successful than her family. I'm not trying to say that. I'm saying that she's been able to create success to help her family. There's a big difference, okay? You know, here's Lenny Evans. You can share his story. Lenny Evans has earned over $1 million with Isagenix so far, okay? Lenny was a school teacher running 2 sandwich restaurants and has 4 children. You know, Lenny was losing everything. He was so poor when he went to his first Isagenix convention that he basically lied to his upline people saying, you know, that he was going to stay in a different hotel because he had to come in. Like, he was staying in a different hotel because he could hardly afford to stay in a hotel. And, you know, he barely had enough gas to make it from California to Phoenix, Arizona. You know? But he saw potential. There was something that he believed, that he saw, that he knew that he could do. And share these stories, you guys. This is how we create belief. Look at this. I mean, maybe your life is not so different. Maybe you just need to believe a little bit more and go out and get it. You know, Isagenix, you guys, have 57 millionaires in 9 years. 57. 57 people who make incomes in the top 5% of the whole nation, and they come from your company, the company that you're in. You know, how many millionaires, if you're still working at your regular job, and I'm not trying to beat you down like, hey, you should leave. I'm just saying, get working on this little side thing. It becomes a side thing until it becomes a full-time thing, right? It becomes your part-time, or even like you've got an hour a week, like Lenny Evans said, and then it becomes your full-time. That's what he did. He was working 80 hours a week running 2 restaurants, making no money. But he knew, he had a belief that something was going to happen with this Isagenix thing that he just barely learned about. You know, how many people, you know, people in your company have become a millionaire this year? You know, I'm being silent because I think it's such a key thing. Like, you can keep working there, yes, but the person who's becoming the millionaire over and over again is either the president, the owner, the vice president, and a few people at the top. So when would be a good time for you to decide that you deserve more? You know? And, you know, I think we can be really passionate about something and still feel like we're worth more. Who will be the 58th, you know? And that's why we have the BDP. That's why we have these weekly webinars, the team calls, the Women Power call. There is nothing lacking. Everything is at your fingertips. It's online. We're just getting started. It's just about to get better. We had a huge conference call today about huge things that are going to be so exciting. I don't even want to announce them yet because I haven't asked permission, but I'll tell you what, it's like I'm biting on my tongue here trying not to tell you what's coming, you know, ahead. You know, share this story. How about this one? Hillary Courtney, you guys. She's earned almost $2 million with Isagenix in 4 years. She comes from a town of 900 people. She retired her husband at age 29, and she just built her dream home. Not only that, but she just passed the $100,000 per month in Isagenix. You know, I mean, think this is the girl that, you know, Georgia Ruiz flew over to Utah while she was 3 mortgage payments behind on her home. She came from Mary Kay. She was in another company, you know, and she just knew that she could do this business. She just knew. Not because of her prior networking experience, you know, because she believed that even though she was 3 months behind on her mortgage, that Isagenix was the vehicle to take her out of that. You know, so when are we going to start believing, you guys? I mean, I think I just clicked on something. When are we going to start believing? So I have a few things I want to share with you real quick. It says, believe that you can too, that everything you have learned up to this point has made you who you are. Because you guys, we're a product of who we are. So whatever paradigm that we're in right now has led you to Isagenix. Now, if you're treating it as the vehicle, as the end-all, be-all thing, in some way, I don't care if you have 10 minutes at the top of every hour, like Alex Token, it will create you one of the most successful incomes you've ever had if you let it, if you go into action. Doesn't matter where you came from. That's not what this is about. If whatever you believe at this point could potentially be holding you back from going to action, just let it go. Get out of your own way. Just let it go and decide that this is the thing that's going to do it for you, and it will be. You know, I have a new associate, Chris Villar. He's just signed up a couple weeks ago. He and his girlfriend, Marites, and they are just freaking rock stars, pardon my French. I'm so blown away by them all the time. And he sent me a text message today, and he said, you know what, I met this girl in the park, and da-da-da, and he told this great story about this woman that he met, watching him film a video for his Isogenics blog, and how interested and excited she was, and that she wanted to know more immediately. Not in a couple days from now, immediately. And it got me so excited, and him too. And he said, gosh, he said, it's so interesting what happens when you put forth an intention and you believe it will happen. The people that come into your life without you even having to search for them. Because you believe. And it's so neat, you know, believe what one man can do, so can another. Believe that you'll be the next Courtney. Put your blinders on. I mean, don't feel like you got to compete, but believe that you can do it because someone else has, you know? You know, and here's another one. I love this quote. You believe that there is nothing stopping you from creating the income you need, want, and deserve. Because, you guys, it always starts out as a need. You know, I mean, it really does. You go, I just need a couple $100 a week. You know, and then it goes, gosh, I'm making a couple $100 a week. If only I could, I just want just a little bit more. And the next thing, you know, you've got so much belief and you're creating so much success that you go, I can't believe I deserve this millionaire pin. I deserve this. I worked for this. It's called network marketing for a reason, you guys. It means we have to be working. The good news is if you have a phone, if you have a computer, okay, if you can email, then you're in business. That's the good news, you know. So I just want to end, you know, by saying, you know, imagine with all your mind, believe with all your heart, and achieve with all your might. And the one in the middle, you guys, that's the ticket. If you can believe it with all your heart that this is it, this is the vehicle for you, and you go out and you share that passion with other people, regardless of what you say or what comes out of your mouth, okay, because you've got so many tools available to you, all right, you will achieve. And it will be because of your might. You will achieve. So, you guys, I just want to say, you know, thank you so much for being on the webinar tonight. Please believe, just believe that it's going to work. You know, everyone has to borrow their belief at first. The reason why I shared so many stories, and you're going to want to go back over, you're going to want to go back through this presentation, okay, so that you can gain some more belief, all right? And you want to start sharing those stories with people, you guys. Facts tell, stories sell. Facts tell, stories sell, okay? You know, if somebody can get excited about making a couple $100 a week, then they'll get excited about making a couple $1,000, and they'll get excited about, you know, earning over $100,000 per month. That's a lot of people's goals right now. It's crazy the way that the economy is changing. We have to adapt with it and realize that everything, you wouldn't have the desires that you have if you weren't meant to have them. You wouldn't think or feel the way that you do if you couldn't believe that you would get there. You know, because you will. So I love this picture with the stone believe, you know. It's that simple, you guys. It really is. If you can just believe, borrow somebody else's belief. Be the leader that has so much belief that your team can borrow it from you, that they know that this is the way that they're going to take care of their family, retire their husband, okay, quit their 2 or 3 jobs, okay, because having another job is not the answer. It's really, honestly, you guys, it's about believing in something different. And I want to go back and say that I just love what Leanne Jackson says. If you're in it, you can win it.